Hello, the internet. Good. Today we are going to have a look at this board. This is a Commodore 64. I think it's called a Shortboard. It's the latest version of the Commodore 64 revisions. I purchased it some time ago. I just wanted to repair my first 664. I purchased this without realizing that two chips were missing, and it was totally my fault. Nothing wrong with eBay. The SID was missing, the VIC-2 was missing, and it had some like bot job on the RAM modules with one module piggybacked on the other one. So I realized basically I needed a power supply, I needed a keyboard, I needed the chips, I needed the Diagnostic cartridge, and I decided not to go ahead with that one. But then eventually I purchased, that big box of Commodore 64 items, including power supplies, and then obviously I got a keyboard. Now I have the Diagnostic software and everything, and I realized, well, I just need to make it work, I just need probably some memory modules. The VIC-2, the SID is a bit expensive on this one, so I just want to make sure it works before I invest £40 or whereabouts on a SID, or maybe I'll look for something cheaper. So today I've received the VIC-2 and a couple of memory modules, which are quite inexpensive, so I just decided to go ahead and purchase a couple just in case. I washed this board already off camera because I was doing that for the other 664, so I decided to wash this one. I have no idea whether this works out of the box or whether it needs more attention, so let's give it a go and see what happens. Okay, here we got the 664 board. Before I do anything, before I plug any new chip, including the CPU, which I removed to test it on the other board, I'd like to test the voltages as we did on the other board. So if something is wrong, maybe I can fry the smallest amount of chips. Now I've got some, I don't really understand, I need to look into schematics and things, but you don't have the voltage regulators as in the other board. I'm not entirely sure how this board is regulating voltages. There must be a way, but anyways, I've noticed that the SID is using two voltages. I think it's 5 and 9 volts. So let's go and check that out. I should have power connected. So let's check on the SID. Pin 28 is what is reading -9. I don't know, to be honest, but I've got 9 volts here, and I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 volts here. Oh, I've got the probes swapped. That makes sense. So I've got 9 volts, 9.31, and 5 volts here, which is good. And that's, I don't think if there's a 12 volts somewhere. Let's check on that's the super PLA, which is this large chip, which is integrating quite a lot of components compared to the other board. I've got pin 933, pin number 33. So that's ground, I think. And this is my 5 volts. Okay, I don't think there's any other. There's a VSS on pin 16. Okay, which is ground, I suppose. That's it, to be honest. I don't know if there's a 12 volt somewhere. Let's check where the VIC-2 is going, which is here. I've got VCC's pin number 40, and that's my 5 volts. VSS, I don't know if it's ground, should be ground. Then there's a VDD, which is 1, 2, 3, pin number 13. That's another 5 volts. Okay. Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, any silly voltages. on this board. So I guess the next step is to just populate the missing components and see what happens. Now for the memory modules, I have these two brand new memory modules. Well, brand new. They should be working. So I think I'll populate the board with this rather than test the ones that I found on the board. And if everything works, I will go back and maybe test the other ones and see whether they're working or not. But right now, I think it's the easiest way, and that's the reason why I installed sockets on this one. These look like brand new because the legs are spread out. I don't know why they came out like that from the factory. So I'll leave the SID unpopulated for the moment. It should be like the old 64 where it doesn't really matter where it's there or not. So I've got my, well, let's power it up first, see what it does. To be honest, I'm quite curious. This board has been sitting here for a while. I'm quite curious now to see what happens. Okay, so I got my video card plugged in, video cable plugged in, power supply. Again, everything is populated but the SID. Let's power it up and see what happens. Whoa, it works. That was easy. It's a bit almost disappointing to be honest. Okay, so I would say next step is to plug the diagnostic card and see what it does. The CIAs on this machine are, I think they are 65, 26. Oh no, they're actually separated. Yeah, but that should tell me that the time shown by these things is the same, so that's fine. Everything says okay. I think it's normal. The other board is saying bad here as well. This is because there's nothing connected. It needs basically a testing harness to send signals out and read signals back. So because there's nothing connected, as is basically reflecting those signals back, it says bad. But again, RAM says okay, everything says okay. Again, the CIAs, the 6526, I believe it's okay to read bad, and the 6581, which should be the SID, I think it reads bad anyways. At least on the other board it says bad as well, but it's not there, so that makes sense. So what I'm curious to do now is to test the other memory chips, see which one works, which one doesn't. So let's switch it off this time. I've been having this horrible habit of plugging and removing chips from the C64 while it's powered. Oh, it's absolutely horrendous. So we know that these memory modules work. Again, they just came through the post today. I have here, should be a third one. Oh, there it is. So I found 3 modules on this board. They are all from NEC. They're all from NEC 4146C. Yes, 2 are same type. They have slightly different speeds. One is 10, what's that, nanoseconds? One is 12. It's the 120 maybe nanoseconds. I don't remember. I should check on the data sheet. And basically, they were both, I think one was socketed, I can't remember, but basically 2 were piggybacked one on top of each other. and like soldered one on top of each other. So it's pretty a horrible job. Number one, because it seldom works. Number two, it's usually a test that you do while you work out what's wrong with it. You don't solder a chip on top of the other. I mean, you piggyback it. If it works, you remove the bad one and you replace with the other one. You don't do any solder job, to be honest. But anyways, okay. So let's try with the chips in better shape and see what they do. Okay. Not too much. And 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, seems to be working, to be honest. Let's see. One thing I'm not sure about is these. Okay, RAM test bad. So U10 bad. Okay, it's telling you which one is bad. That's good. Interesting. Okay. So in theory, U10, which is this one, is bad. Let's just remove it for a moment. Let me, because otherwise I'm mixing. These are definitely good. This is a question mark. So let's put one of the brand new ones where it says the other one's bad. Oh, no. Okay. So, okay. Seems like they may be both bad. Interesting. Well then, thankfully I bought 2 brand new ones. I'm a bit surprised that with 2 chips labeled as bad, the board seems to be working. Now this is the one which was piggybacked, and you can see, it's not in the greatest shape. The legs are a bit damaged, but it should work. A bit bent, and I'm not sure how much contact they do, but let's give it a go. Oh, okay, that's not even trying. Fair enough. Let me try this again. I think there are enough legs left, and the socket is brand new. So chances are it's just gone. Yeah, the other chip is one of the new ones. So okay, well, I guess I'm just a bit surprised that, okay, this is totally not working, but the other two, it's a bit weird. I can still run the diagnostic on screen, but it's telling me that something is wrong with them. Let me try this again. Okay, I know this test can be a bit not the best, even though again I feel if it says there's something wrong with it, especially when I know that it will say that everything is fine with the other two. But anyways, I want to try the dead test diagnostic. Well, okay, let's give it a go. Okay, well, it seems that it's a bit weird that this test seems to be suggesting that everything is okay, with the memory modules. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. Again, RAM test is okay, everything is okay. This one doesn't pick anything wrong with the memory chip. So out of curiosity, let me try to test the chip that definitely wouldn't even start the C64, which is this one. Let's see what it says. In theory, it should at least flash something. Oh, that's it. One flash. Well, I guess, oh, maybe it's in here. Yeah. So I have a description here. So one flash is on C64-ish. It says revision 3, but I have a feeling it's referring to revision E. It says one U11. Well, it's one of the memory modules. The one I just replaced, definitely it's not working, is U10. This test is a hit and miss. We know about that. But yeah, definitely that memory module is bad. So I will mark it as definitely bad. Again, the funny thing is the other two seem to be working. So out of curiosity, I wanna play something with it. Nope, I'm gonna try it. I leave it like that. So let me plug my tape card and also the keyboard. Oh, yeah, the keyboard is still unfinished, but it should be working. It should be working, so it should be okay just to select a few things. Again, we won't have sound. So now I've got the faulty memory modules, which seem to be working, but the software, the diagnostic test says, well, one of the diagnostic tests says they're not working. So, right, how do what's that? I'm guessing here. Okay. I haven't got the keys. One thing I'm noticing is this one, 2157 free. Wasn't that supposed to be 38,000 something? No idea. Is it reading? Is it? I can't remember. Remember, it was taking a while. I'm not sure it was taking so long. I have to say, it's so nice. I mean, this board has been hanging around for a few months now. It's so nice to see it's working. I don't know, it feels, I remember it was taking a while, but not so much. So let me check this thing. I want to see this. I'm not convinced about this 2157 figure that is showing, so let me power cycle it again, see what it says. 2094. Is it even different now? Let me try again. No, 2094. Let me try with the other chips, the good ones. No, it's still 2094. I kind of remember. I mean, I don't know. It must be me, but let's see what it does now. It shouldn't take long to get to the browser. It then takes time to load the software from the card. Whoops. Right, something's not working here. Even though, oh wait, oh, that's me. I think no, that was working. Let me try the other board for a second. I can't remember. I may have changed something on that cartridge. Probably not, but it takes a second to test it. And we'll power it up. You see that's what I was remembering. I mean, these two boards should be the same. That says 38,000 bytes free. The other one says 29 something. There may be something wrong with the memory lines, memory controller. That's interesting. So if, oops, what have I done? Tape. I haven't done anything. Don't know what's doing now. Okay, well, I may need to take a look at this keyboard again. Okay, so now it's definitely working, and oops, okay, I definitely made this keyboard worse, I suppose. Too bad. Well, anyway, it seems to be working. So the thing is, again, the other board, I feel there's an issue with it, which is kind of a good news. Otherwise, it was too easy. It's just not showing the right amount of memory available. So again, ignoring any software, any diagnostic, if I power this up, it's giving me this stupid number, which is changing all the time. Was it the different number earlier on? Don't know how much you can see that, but it's not supposed to be 2158, unfortunately. So I'll have to look into that, because I have no idea. It's a bit kind of weird that, again, it's you know, I would expect something's not working, half the memory, but that silly number there, I don't know where it's coming from. And again, it seems to be kind of working. Let me try. Again, this keyboard may need some attention, but yes, it definitely needs some attention. I'm wondering, what have I done to it? It's probably not much I can do. Yeah, it's typing everything, so it's a bit unusual at the moment. Okay. The weird thing is the diagnostic is fine. now it says bad, and it's not supposed to be bad. Okay, so maybe there's a... I mean, these are the new chips, and it was working before. Okay. Then maybe we have a bad contact, but again, the sockets are brand new. That's an interesting thing. I'm not sure I like these sockets, to be honest. Yeah, they like... I don't know if it was the... They look like deformed already. Wow, that's supposed to be brand new. Well, they are brand new. You see what I mean? They just... half of them are like wide open. Oh my, I guess that happens when you buy electronic components on eBay, right? So yeah, that's probably why, you know, I can just remove it with my finger. It's not good. U21, which I think doesn't even exist. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll swap these sockets, but again, I think the ones I have should be like same type or similar type. Let me try. So yeah, it's definitely a socket thing. Now let me try. So I'm basically pushing the sockets in one direction. Let me try without the diagnostic cartridge and see what basic says it's available. There you go, 38911. So oof, that's sad. I just replaced those sockets. The thing is, I don't know. Yeah, again, buying from eBay, that's what happens. Okay, well, I guess I found something to do for today. Okay, on the keyboard subject, I think I figured out why I was having trouble. So the keys between, well, obviously there's a key which I've been retrobriting and washing. There's a key going on these plungers, and there's a spring between the key and the chassis which is holding the keys up. So without the spring, basically these plungers are all slightly touching the contacts underneath, which explains why I was having random characters. So as a quick test, I think all I need to do is just to turn the keyboard around, and I shouldn't get anything on the screen. Now obviously if I'm resting it, it's not going to work. But let me try, you know, if I plug my tape card back in without snapping the port, and if I hold my keyboard like that, if I power it up, I shouldn't get anything nasty on screen, which seems to be the case. And I think it's gonna be this to load. Yes, okay. Okay, so now using the keyboard, sorry, the arrows, there you go. So, well, one is with the shift. I can't remember which one is the shift button. That's it. Oops. So yeah, everything seems to be working perfectly fine. It's just obviously the moment I turn the keyboard like this, basically it's kind of, well, it's still working right now, but no, it's still, yeah, it's not working reliably because all the plungers are slightly touching basically all the contacts underneath. So I guess the next step would be to reinstall the keys and have a working keyboard. Right, sockets have been replaced. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. I know I think I actually, because these are 9, these are 18 pins. I think I've only ordered them once for this board, so they should be coming from the same batch. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But now I've got the 2 good memory modules, so it should work. And power, yeah, let's power it up. And that was the test that was showing RAM issues. So see what it does now, and then we'll try with the other modules. Okay. Well, this seems to be working. Yeah. Okay. Well, color RAM is on a different chip, so I don't care too much. Now let me try remove one of these chips, see what's behind it. No, it looks fine. So maybe one thing I don't want to do is to test again the foreign one. So maybe that didn't help. But I can definitely try if I can find them. These 2, yeah. Because these were have been in a socket. I can see that all the live. So let's try this first. It's exactly the same, yeah, same model, same speed. Let's see what it says with this. Oh, okay. So it keeps saying that there's a bad module, and it says, well, this is kind of number 1. I have a feeling. 24. Yeah, 9 to 24. That refers to the other board, the long board. So I'm not sure how it works in here. I guess. Oh well, it makes sense. It says you've got 4 bad modules because I have 2 chips instead of 8. So probably if one chip is faulty, half of the memory is faulty. So it senses 4 modules bad out of 8, which is half. So that makes sense. Okay, let's remove it. Just out of curiosity, try again the other one. The other one with a question mark. Come on. Okay. Yeah, still good. The other one with a question mark is this. Let's try it again. See if it says 9, 10, 21, and 22 bad as well. Which makes sense because this is U10 and there's U10 and U11 on this board. Oh, it's only seeing U10. Fair enough. Anyway, it says there's something wrong. Okay. Now, out of curiosity, with this module, I would like to run a game. So hopefully this time I can do it. I guess the keyboard is working, should be working. So let's remove my Diagnostic cartridge, power it up. Yeah, I mean, you can see the memory is incorrect here. So there's definitely a fault. There's probably not much point in testing it. It throws an error message straight away. Okay, fair enough. So glad that I ordered some modules. The socket, I think it's opening up a bit. It's not great, but okay, I think I'll make sure I'm not gonna buy from this seller again. Let's try again, and yeah, 38,000. That's what you're expecting. So if I run my tape card, it should work now. That's weird. Okay, let's try the keyboard. Yeah, it works perfectly fine. That would have been a that would have been a bad thing, you know, realizing that I actually made the keyboard worse. Okay. Again, there's no sound because I haven't got the sound chip. I think he's doing something now. 1 or 2 to play. One. Okay. Well, it looks like it's working. Maybe I'll let it work. I'll let it here for a while. Honestly, you know, I'm pretty happy that this is working basically straight away. It didn't really need much. Yeah. So it needs a case, a keyboard, a SID. I don't know what to do with this board, to be honest. Maybe I can, I don't know. I can keep it for future. If I end up with another short board, at least I have a reference one which works. Or I could sell it as fully working without the SID. Or I can, where's that? WinSID. It's a digital replica of the analog SID, which, you know, it's only a fraction of the price. I think it's like £13 versus 40. It doesn't work with analog. I don't know if the analog ports are disabled or the paddles are disabled. I don't know exactly, to be honest. But anyways, for the time being, I have the other one which is fully working with the SID as well. So for now, I think this is going in a anti-static bag. I'll let it run for a while, make sure it works. Well, thanks for watching.